Let's switch gears now, Alex, if you don't mind. And I'd like to ask you about the our program in January. So coming up in just 4 weeks, you'll be here in
Yes,
Marin, and we'll have these
yes.
three concerts with the Marin Symphony,
Hmm.
three wonderful works. And I just wanted to ask you to speak briefly about each of them. So we'll be starting our concert with Eduardo Marquez's Danzon No. 2, and
Yeah,
I'd like to ask you why you chose that piece and anything else you'd like to say about it.
very excited about this concert because it brings three different composers with three different and so recognizable voices, which is Marquez, Grieg, and Elgar. The reason why I chose, I think that the first piece who came to the table was Grieg, was the Piano Concerto. And then I was thinking, what can we pair? That's how I think programming most of the time. Like what is the origin of this piece? What is this piece about? And what is gonna be a good pairing with this piece, like to tell a story or to make a contrast. So the first piece who came to the table was Grieg, and Grieg is a composer that he's trying to find his own voice. He goes to Norwegian folk music, and he incorporates that into his music, and it becomes a national treasure. It becomes a national one of the most important composers of his country, and and then I was like, okay, so what are the others? What can we pair with this nationalism, so to speak, and trying to find their own voices? What are the other composers that will be a good match, sound wise and history wise and DNA wise for the concert? And then the first one that came to my mind was Marquez, because I always need to bring something from Latin America. I'm from Latin America. And I know that the community that we are performing for is very vibrant, and there are lots of Latin people in the community, correct? That's what
Yes,
I,
that is true.
yeah, that was what I discovered about the community. And then I was like, okay, I think that that's also a way of saying hi, introducing myself and getting to for you guys to get to know me, and like in the other way around. So Marquez is the same thing as Grieg. Like he brought this, he became this huge national treasure in Mexico, and the song is just like is just a great way of opening the concert. It's so vibrant, and I think it brings everything, all the colors and all the joy that we have in Latin America, not only Mexico, but in Latin America, in our culture, in general. And yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. In fact, danzón is not actually a traditional Mexican, it's a traditional Cuban dance, but it became a folk dance in Mexico, especially in that region that Marquez visited. And he was inspired by that, and he wrote danzón. That said, um, it is interesting because danzón means also big dance. We have the danza and then the danzón. Danza is dance. Danzón is like big dance,
Did not know that. That's great.
Yeah, no, it's like danzón, like the big, like whenever you have the only like something big, and it is interesting because when you look at the form, it's it's not only one dance that he puts there, he mixes it all. It's like a fantasy, and then the first dance come back. But it's very interesting to see that there is not only the quality of bringing that folk um, um, music from that region in specific, but also bring the meaning of the word, of quantity as well. It's not only about one; it's about multiple. So yeah, so that's the song, and I think I really love the piece, and I'm really looking forward to share that with the community. I think that's the audience is gonna have a blast with that one.